One of the biggest struggles beginner face painters have is getting their white line work nice, bright and crisp and vibrant, especially when painting over strong colours like blues, greens and reds. A lot of people notice that their white detail ends up looking faded or streaky or almost tinted by the colour that's underneath. And usually the problem isn't actually the white paint itself, it's the consistency. Now, black is a lot more forgiving because black pigment is super strong and you can paint black almost over any color and it will still stand out beautifully. But white works very differently. White is much more sensitive to water balance and brush loading. So if your brush is too wet when loading your white, the excess water actually starts reactivating the paint underneath. So instead of getting that beautiful opaque white detail, your brush starts picking up the colors underneath and your line work ends up looking washed out or really muddy. What we really want is that creamy consistency, not too dry, not too watery, and fully loaded with pigment. So for this tutorial, I'm using Fusion Paraffin Pro White, which is one of my favorite whites for crisp detail line work. It's super vibrant, it's wax-based and highly pigmented. But even with an amazing quality white like this, technique and consistency still matters so much. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I activate my white paint, how I load my brush properly, and what consistency you should be looking for so your white details pop beautifully on absolutely every single face painting design. I use Fusion's Pro Paraffin White, which I find absolutely amazing. It's a wax-based white and it's incredible for line work and using for white details. All right, so I'm gonna load my number 6 round brush, really get it wet. And the way that we're going to work the paint is basically working it up and down, up and down. Now the idea is you don't want to disrupt the bristles too much. So you don't want to be going back and forth like that. We're just basically strokes like these, back and forth without disrupting those bristles. So you're not making that tension back and forth. You are placing it down, placing it down, placing it down, placing it down. Now right now, part of it's quite droopy and watery. But what you want to do is really work the paint so that you get a really creamy consistency. Now that might mean that you need to dip the tip of the brush into water a little bit more to activate that. So keep working at it until at some stage, sooner or later, I normally, when I'm activating my white for the first time during a gig, I like to make sure at least got 30 seconds of doing this just to get that creamy consistency. And then after that, because your paint's moist, you can go ahead and reactivate and pick up with that consistency where you left off. All right, because it won't completely dry. All right, so if you have a look right now, it's actually getting quite creamy. This is what you want. You want that really nice creamy consistency. So it's not too watery, it's nice and creamy. Once you've loaded that, you'll be able to really pick up this paint and make it go far with your line work. So that's the consistency that you're after. All right, so now with that, I can go ahead and, I've got enough paint on my brush to do some teardrops. Down and in, down and in. Now see how it's quite dry down there, right at the tip? Maybe I could activate the paint even more. All right, so if we activate it, and really go back and forth. It's always good to play around with your paints and really try and get that consistency right. Make it a little bit watery. It takes a long time to get, see that's way too watery. You just want to really get that right. So it's sort of like butter, okay, soft butter. or cream. All right, so now I've got way too much on my bristles. So what I'm going to do here is, if you twist the brush to the edge, this is what I do to get excess off. All right, so you've got that really lovely consistency now. So now if I go ahead, push down, lift the brush up to the tip, go back down, lift up, you're really able to get that beautiful consistency and that creaminess. So it's quite vivid, you know, once you've got that creamy consistency. And if you have color underneath, because you don't have too much water loaded on your brush, you won't pick up the pigment of any colors underneath, because you don't have, you know, a real heavy loaded watery brush. So you really want to make sure that the consistency is nice and creamy, and because it's loaded well, it will really go a long way. So here you can see that parts of the brush is starting to get a bit dry, because you kind of see it cracks a little. So really practice this. Line work is essential for amazing face painting. So you really, really should be practicing, you know, bringing your brush down for thick, bringing it up for thin, and then lifting off the skin. So keep working on your consistency, play around with it. Keep adding water. You don't want it to be too dry where you get, you know, where the paint skips. You want it nice and creamy. And this is the only way that you'll have really clear, crisp, white outlines for your face painting designs. So again, the consistency should look like cream or, you know, soft butter. All right, so if you're working the brush, and just try not to disrupt those bristles too much, twisting it to take off any excess, really loading up that brush nicely. You want to really bring that, you know, paint right to the ferrule of the brush. Okay, so from top to ferrule. And there you go, I've run out of space of where to do my teardrops, but you get the drift of this. The best thing, play around with the water, keep adding water until you get that lovely consistency. When you're ready to go, take off any excess by twisting the brush, dragging it along that creamy paint and lifting it off, ready for that lovely, you know, the lovely line work that you will add to your designs. So play around with it. Consistency matters 100%. So make it creamy and load a lot of it on your brush so that it can last a long, long way, and you can cover a large area without running out of paint from your brush. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm more than happy to help you.